All right, I'd like to reconvene the 2019 budget hearing. Call to order. The date is November the 14th. I'm sorry, November 13th. It is 11 a.m. Open machine for roll call, please. Let the record reflect that all 9 council members are present. Where we left off was, Tommy, you wanna wait on that amendment? All right, well, so Tommy has an amendment for us to adopt, which was transferring $2 million from the emergency fund to unreserved, undesignated, which would then allow us to use the funds from unreserved, undesignated to fund the 5 grant programs and the mosquito control that was voted on yesterday. So before we adopt that, go ahead and cue in any member if you have any comments that you thought about last night. The amendment will be the last thing we'll do, Tommy. So we'll get everything else, any other questions or comments about the budget out of the way, and that'll be it. So, Dr. Gouy?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have a request that I would like to bring before the council in regards to the coroner's office. It has to do with Dr. Gambaluka's salary and some of the adjustments that were made on his budget over the last few years to cover that. So, Tommy, do we want to put that in, or do we rather have this discussion first? Yeah, Dr. Gambaluka, if you would, I know you made the request. We want to consider it. Maybe you could explain what you're trying to accomplish, come up to the podium, and then we'll go with the amendment. Is that okay with you?
That's okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day to be outside. Basically, we probably have one of the best coroner's office in the state, and we have excellent people working in our department. And while all you guys are sleeping at night, our investigators are out on the scene, and that's 24/7, 365 days a year. There's no holidays in our office. Okay. So I did some research probably about 7, 8 years ago, and I was the lowest paid coroner in the state, and nothing has really changed. So as I stand here today, I'm still the lowest paid coroner in the state. Okay, and I would just like to be brought up to some reasonable salary. Okay, I'm a parish-wide official. When I go register to run for office, I have to pay a parish-wide fee. Okay, I'm not a council person. I'm a parish person. So I would just think that it would be fair to get an increase that would bring my salary even close to most of the other coroners in the state.
It's my understanding that the 2019 budget that was approved, that for the 220, even with the raise, the entire budget would be reduced. Is that correct?
Yes.
I have no other questions.
Mr. Russo?
So I guess, Doc, we're asking, what is the increase in the salary? You listed at 28.1.
The increase is going to be, of the amendments, 11,600.
Yeah.
And 1,600 of that's for FICA taxes, so it's $10,000 increase in salary.
So 28 to 38.
Yes.
And
Sorry.
just as a tip,
Pardon me?
as a tip in future, when you come to present to us and tell us you're not a councilman, that doesn't do you any good. It doesn't make any points.
Well,
So
Hey,
I'm just
hey.
pointing that out to you that, you're looking for votes.
like the young people say, it is what it is, man.
Okay, then the votes might be what it is too.
Yeah.
Ms. Newberry?
Yeah, I know we have one of the lowest crime rates in the metropolitan area. So what is how many hours you put in a week, a month? Can you let us give some details?
Well, the only person that would be, he and I would be close, would be Dr. Bertuzzi in Chalmette, okay? Your question was what the other coroners make, is that what it is?
No, my question is, how much time do you put into the parish as a coroner? And can you kind of give us an idea? Do you just go to when there's a situation that you need to go to? How often are you called out to, as a coroner, you know?
Well, I don't have the exact figure, okay, but.
No, time.
How many
I'm asking about time. How much time
deaths do we have last
do you put into your profession here in the parish?
70? 30? Yeah. We have about, Charlie tells me we have about 30 motor vehicle accidents in our parish, okay? But that's the motor vehicle accidents, but we have drownings, we have quite a few overdoses, okay? And sometimes, occasionally, we'll get a murder, okay? And of course, we have to be on all those scenes, you know? All right.
So thank you.
I would be comfortable, I think 28 is relatively low. And since you mentioned the council, I would be inclined to offer something commensurate to that, which would be 35,000. I think that's what the council currently makes. So, I would be comfortable with that. Mr. Bartholomew?
Yes, it's not only does the coroner deals with accidents and death and stuff of that nature, he also deals with schools to come and get kids put in a posture where they can receive psychological help. Because that happened to me when I was a principal. They're the one that came in and did all the paperwork to make it happen. And that was a lengthy process. So it goes just beyond that. It goes as a whole global type of responsibility that office has. That's all, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Mr. Russo?
Yeah, along the question about how much time's put in accidents, I don't know if that's your main source. I think that you'll pick up a lot of bodies. And so, I mean, the main thrust of your office is to pick up bodies and send them for autopsies and those type of things. How many bodies you think y'all pick up a year would be probably a better question than how many accidents you go to.
Charlie, you can answer.
Currently, right now, we're at 160 deaths we've investigated.
We're not talking about Eddie Charles, we're talking about paying.
160 bodies for autopsies.
So it's a lot more than going to 30 accidents a year then. So, yeah, I understand now.
Well, retroactively, we'd have to go back and see what the graft is. It's a peak and valley type of graph. Some years are more busy than other years. Okay, but the big thing is that our office is an operation. It never closes. Okay, no matter what. We had a lot of work to do post Katrina. Okay, and all of us got very little sleep for a long time after that.
All right, where's the money coming from? Unreserved, undesignated?
Yeah.
What's the total amount?
Of the, it's 11,600. Of the-
What would the amount be if you made the salary 35,000, equivalent to the council?
How much is current salary?
think they get the merit. I don't think he does. I don't think no, I don't think so.
While you're looking that up. While you're looking that up, Tommy, or Rochelle, whoever, what was the 2019 budget compared to the new 2020 budget? What were those numbers?
Total department budget?
Yeah, department budget, yeah.
His current salary is
The
$28,100.
total, okay. The total budget for 2019, yeah.
288, 914.
Yeah. 288, 942 is for 2019. 2020 proposed is 285, 314.
Say it again?
285, 314 for a decrease of 3,628.
Okay. That includes the raise?
No,
Okay.
that doesn't include the raise, because the raise we'll have to do as an amendment. So it's not in the book.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Good, I'd be comfortable. I can't vote on the full amount, but I'd be comfortable with 35,000. So if you want to move on your amendment or make an amendment to that, it's up to you.
Well, I'm going to move as is, as a proposer, and then any amendments on the table are open. They're open for amendment.
I'm not going to amend your amendment. All right, Dr. Gui offers for his original amount.
Yes.
For the original amount, okay. Who wants to pass these out?
Mr. Russell seconds.
Wait, we're going with the original now? Okay. It's a match, and I have 15,000 remaining, so I wouldn't take it because it's a match. It's,
Who's this? Go on.
we have 277 remaining, and I think, 277.
That's the same thing. Here you go. All right, Mr. Gui offers 11,600. Mr. Russell seconds. Any questions or comments from the table? From the audience?
Yeah, I have a question.
His speaker. All right, Ms. Newberry.
When was the last time you got a raise?
2008.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions or comments from the table? From the audience? All right, with none, the machine is open on 11,200. And it passes 7-2. All right, any other discussion items? Anybody have any other questions on the budget? Just go ahead and queue in, please. All right, with no other questions on the budget, I guess we'll move to the final amendment. Yep.
Everybody got one? Okay, basically all this is doing is, as you requested, transferring $2 million from the designation for emergencies to the unreserved undesignated fund balance of $2 million. That's going to, we had a beginning unreserved undesignated fund balance in the book of 175. All the changes we made, right now, if this is adopted, we'll have a unreserved undesignated of $705,955.
All right, thank you. I'll offer. Ask for a second. Second, Mr. Kardovic. Any questions or comments on that transfer from the audience? All right, with none, the machine is open. Passes 9-0. With that, I have a motion to adjourn the 2019 budget hearing. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Bartholomew. Any questions or comments from the table? From the audience? All right, with none, the machine is open. Passes 9-0. The 2019 budget hearing for Plaquemines Parish government is now over at 11:20 a.m.